of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Dart. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Hey, easy. Tip.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tutin. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Jaguars at 500 at 6-6. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team. Because
his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Dart going to look to throw here. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 22 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Throwing his dart. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Throwing, dart. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Go, let's go.
Here's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. You look at this Colt defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Got a man, that's Hunter. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
23. Hey, tomato. 11. Here we go.
On play action, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Take right open. Go. 11.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Silver.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around a 30. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Hey, kill.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, gun. Hey, 13, Luke.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 10. To the air, Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Dart. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
Dart.
46-yard line.
Now a run here off the arc. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. They'll go. Here's Dart. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, kill. Hey, Soko, come on.
Now Lawrence. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go. Hey, go.
Lawrence will throw. Complete to his giant Jalen Hyatt. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, tomato.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
2 yards.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
11. Here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bashal Tutin, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll get this to about the 38. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Now 2nd and 5. To throw, Dart. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game. Plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. throttle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Caught along the left side by Howard. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
That is caught by Hunter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Hey, Lion. Take right over.
But to throw again is Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hunter. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it's second down.
36-yard line.
Let's go. Phil.
Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This 2nd and 4.
Hey, run. Hey, son, just Silver.
Now Lawrence to throw. Pass it to Hyatt on the out route. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Big 13 heavy. Check, smash. Hey, smash. Son, this one's hot.
Tootin going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Here we go, son.
Lawrence on the sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
It's caught at the wall. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. 14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now Dart. That's down the field for Jefferson. That is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
From the gun, here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to have another first down as as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. Looking to throw, Dart. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Josh Downs, 28 yards. And the Colts have retaken a third-quarter lead. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7.
Jaguars 15.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now here's a carry heading left. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth.
On the set.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, stop. Let's go. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. He connects with Hyatt. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Open man here is Scott, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on front. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Throwing his dart. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
To the air, dart. That complete to Downs. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
He'll check this one down to Taylor. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run and play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get him another first down here as he's able to dive forward to get as much as he can. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They go to the ground again with Taylor. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.